Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where it is that time of the week, time for another episode of Wayne Sharp Week, highlighting the knives that are going to be in my pocket for the next 5 days. Now, before I get too deep into this list, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. If you like what you see, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and I will continue to bring you the content. Also, do me a huge favor, and these retailers right up here, guys, give them your business. DLT Trading, Caviso, Mojave Outdoor, and White Mountain Knives. 4 fantastic retailers that really help this channel out, and very soon here in the near future there's going to be another retailer added up, maybe like somewhere right around here. I don't know, I'll have to figure out how to make room and reorganize this, but there is another retailer coming on board that I'm very excited to be working with, and I will make that announcement here a little later on. But with all that being said, let's get right into it and take a look at what I'm going to have in my pocket this week. And it's not as much as past weeks. I'm actually going on a camping trip with the wife, so I'm kind of traveling a little light. And by that, I mean 3 knives instead of 5. So take that for what it's worth. But since I am going on what I consider an adventure, it is only right to have the adventure knife in the pocket for this week, the ZT-0640. It is, in my opinion, probably the best ZT design out there. I really love it. Obviously, I've said over and over how I've kind of customized mine with some scales from Sharp Dress Knives and a good old Lynch deep carry clip. Lynch clips are just some of the best out there and a great company to support up there in the PNW. And Sharp Dress Knives is based in California, so adding a nice little extra American addition to an already American-made knife that is just a beautiful, gorgeous design in collaboration with Ernest Emerson. They did everything right on this knife, and even the thumb discs, they are still, the thumb discs work like thumb studs on this guy. Really good, really like this. Maybe need to add a little lube into the pivot. A little stiff on me, but you can front flip it. And I also realized just recently that these thumb discs are actually very, well, hold on a sec. I kicked it out, but that really hurt. I'm still, I'm very low on nail right now on my middle finger, so I kind of pushed down on some tender, maybe cuticle part, I don't know, something under my fingernail that was not very strong, so that didn't feel very good. But under normal circumstances, if you have average fingernails and don't chew yours to nothing like me, you can middle finger flick that thumb disc pretty well. I'll let these grow back, and then we'll give that another shot at some point down the road. But that is the ZT-0640, and it will definitely be in the pocket this week. Another knife that's going to be in the pocket that has not been in the pocket for quite a while, the Benchmade 940. This is probably the smoothest Benchmade I've ever handled. So easy to close and kick out. A nice kind of a little more casual, gentlemanly style vibes with this. Very unique blade shape that has a pretty good edge on it. The aluminum handles also have their nice, unique design and texturing on them, as well as that good Benchmade deep carry clip. But I need to fix that. Maybe I don't know why I haven't carried it. I don't think that's been the actual reason why. Probably just because I have so many stinking knives. But I got to take this off and bend that down so I can get rid of that. That's a huge pet peeve for me when it comes to the clips on my knives. But not Benchmade's fault. I actually got it caught on a corner of a wall or door when I was walking through something. So clumsy me. But the 940 is just good. It really is. It's a flagship model for Benchmade, in my opinion, or one of the flagship models. Benchmade probably has like 3 or 4 flagship eligible models that have just, stood the test of time and have been well received by pretty much everyone out there in the knife community. And I really like the slender feel of this guy in hand. It just sits really comfortably in your palm, and your thumb is just right in the perfect spot to kick that blade out. And it's just good. It's just really good. There's a lot of good versions of it, and it's one that I think everyone that is a true collector and knife enthusiast, you really should experience the 940. The 940 is on a short list with probably the PM2, a Chris Reeve, Probably, yeah, 4 or 5 knives. Like if I had to sit down and come up with a list with a little more thought, I could probably come up with 4 or 5 knives that every single person should handle. Whether you like budget knives, expensive knives, customs. There's some that just you gotta know of and have handled, and this is definitely one of them. The 940 is a really good one, and it's going on the trip with me. Next up and last up, this one is nothing special in terms of what it is, but it's been on a lot of trips with me, and it is the Savi Elementum, and this is the micarta one. It is completely kind of I wouldn't say a piece of junk at this point. It's never a piece of junk, but what I'm saying is it's definitely gotten beat up pretty good. Could probably go for a good cleaning and a little sharpening. Got a little rust going on here from some jumps into some lakes. I have actually jumped into Lake Havasu in Arizona with this in my pocket, and Lake McDonald up in Glacier National Park with this in my pocket. I forgot it was in my pocket when I jumped into Lake McDonald, so that was kind of an accident. But so I figured in case I jump in a lake in the UP, then I should. So it's only right that I would have this in my pocket, right? So this is kind of just your typical Savi Elementum that has turned into somewhat of like a budget adventure knife for me, but not really intentionally or on purpose, but it just kind of happened. So we'll keep tagging it along, and it's a good one too. The Elementum, it's got a great blade on it, nice slicey blade with a hollow grind. Feels great in hand, and this model cost like $50. So I can easily just kind of beat the hell out of this and not feel bad if I lose it or break it or whatever. But this is probably my most beat up knife, and this micarta is completely trashed. It's just a nice, good, well-used knife. So had a lot of fun little experiences and trips with this guy, so I figured it's only right that it comes with me on this trip. And that's that. That's the spread this week. My question for you guys is, what knife do you prefer to bring on a trip with you? I'm sure I'm not the only one that absolutely loves travel. I'm very much, I would consider myself wanderlust. If I could travel for a living, I would do it. Just love getting out there, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures and foods and everything that comes along in the wonderful world of travel. But sometimes you gotta just travel light, and that is what I have here. But what knife would you bring with you if you went on a trip? I'm sure a lot of people would probably go towards the smaller side, but let me know, is there a knife in your collection that you kind of would lean towards if you're going on somewhat of an adventure? So that's it, guys. Pretty short, quick one today, but I still hope you enjoy it. As always, let me know what's in your pocket. Hope you guys all have a great, productive week, and until the next one, I'm out.